Five, four, three, two, one, and action. Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Otumba Adams Show. My name is Adam Soluwafemi Olajide, and you all are welcome, specially. All right, so this is episode 167. And for those of you who are frequent here, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope life is treating you fairly. I hope your business is doing well. And all is well where you are. All right. And if this is your first time of being a part of the show, you're probably wondering what we talk about. We talk about business majorly. We talk about leadership. We talk about entrepreneurship. We talk about anything that can help your life to be better than what it is right now. Okay. So stick around. You get to love the show and you probably get addicted over time. Okay. So on this episode, we'll be looking at takeaways from chess that will help your business grow or help your business generally. All right. I'm sorry. I've been doing a lot before I came on set. I was trying to seal a deal with a prospective client, and I am still in talks with the person right now. That's what I'm still doing. So as I'm talking live, I'm actually chatting with someone just to make sure that we seal the deal in the video that I want to create for the client. Anywho, all right. So if you have ever played chess before, you would understand how the chess game works. But if you've never played the chess game before, the chess game basically is a board game. I think it's an 8x8 game. Yes, it's an 8x8 game. It's been a while that I actually played. I used to be addicted to the game, but right now I have other things that take my time. But today's episode, I'll be looking at the lessons you can actually learn from the chess game. Now, I think the first time I tried playing chess was in the year 2005. Somebody taught my sister's friend, and I paid attention while they were teaching her. And that was when I started learning the chess game from. And so far, so good. It has really helped the way I see the world and how I actually think. If you do not know how to play the chess game, I would really advise you to learn how to play the chess game. Now, moving on to what you can actually learn from the chess game and how it can actually impact your business. Number one on my list is one, know the rules of the game. One of the most important things that you need to know about chess is the rule of the game, right? What are the rules that govern the game? How do you move each piece? How at what point do you win your opponent's game and every other thing? Because if you do not know the rule, you might end up playing chess like draft. All right. For those of you in Nigeria, you know what draft is. But chess is not draft. Chess has a lot of rules. And for you to be able to play it at all, you should be able to learn the rules of the game. So also when it comes to business, right? Before you venture into a business, you should know the rules governing that particular business. First and foremost, you need to know the business plan. You need to have a business plan for that business, or at least you need to write out the business plan for the business. You need to know the economic situations in the location that you hope to work. All right, government policies, economic policies, people's spending power, and every other rules and regulations that guide the particular business that you're about to enter into. Because one thing you would realize is this: if you enter into any business and you don't know what makes that business tick, you most likely would run out, and you will feel that hey, this thing is not for me. I shouldn't have even ventured into it in the very first place. Why did I go into it? It's not for me. So know the rules that guide a business before you enter into the business. And even though you might have probably started a business, take a step backward and then ask yourself okay, what are the rules for this thing? Have I written out my business plan? Do I have a game plan? Do I do I know where the terrain that I am operating right now? One of the things that you'd realize when it comes to business is this, especially when a company wants to come into a new location, they tend to want to know what are the things that work in this land and what are the things that do not work in this land before they just rush into it. They learn from other people that have actually gone ahead. It may not be in the same business. It might be in similar businesses. If there's nobody in that line, in that niche that you're trying to go into, has not done anything in that aspect before. So you learn from other people, and then you can then carry that same knowledge base into your business, and little by little you enter into it and you make your business grow. That's the first point. Number two on the list is you need to think like your competitors. Now, one thing that you would know about chess, if you know chess properly, is this: you're going to learn to think like your opponent, right? You literally have to like think about what their next move is would be. What do they have to their own advantage, right? Same also when it comes to business, you need to know what is working well for your competitors. All right, you need to know, okay, what are they thinking right now? What do they have to their advantages? What pieces do they have to their advantage? What resources do they have to their advantages? How can I counter their moves whenever they want to actually like get more of my customers from the amount of this stuff from the people that most likely will be able to like buy our products. All right, you need to know who your competitors are, direct competitors, non-direct competitors, and then think like them. How would they approach this particular matter? From there, counter their moves such that you would be able to soar on the long run. That's number two on the list. Number three is play with the end in mind. Now, this is very, very important. When anybody plays the chess game, right, you just do not play for fun. You play with the mindset that like, I want to win this game, because you know that like it's actually a strategic game. So also when you go into business, have this mind that like, I am not just going into the business for the fun of it, just because I am idle, just because I need money. There has to be an end in mind. Do you have a mission statement? Do you have a vision statement? Oops. All right, I'm sorry. My inverter is messing up. Just give me a second, and I'll switch off this right now. Okay, sorry. I'm back. I'm back right now. My inverter was messing up. I can't use my ring light, and I do not know why. Okay, so as I was saying, that like have the end in mind. It is very, very important when you go into a business. Know the long-term goal. Why did you enter into that business? For how long do you hope to stay in that business? How many years do you hope that like your business is going to be there? How long do you hope to be in the game? All right. Have these things at the back of your mind, and then enter into the business. So you have to have the end in mind. You know, okay, at this point, I'm going to like pull out of this business. I would no longer do this business. All right. Not just that, like you just dabble into the business and then like after a few failures or a few hiccups, you run out of it. No, it doesn't work that way. You must have the end in mind when you want to start a business. Number four on the list is only make decisions when you have checked all other options. And this is very, very important when you're into business. Make sure that before you take any single decision in business, you have checked every other option that are available. The same way we also do in chess, right? Whenever you want to play a game, before you move any game, right, you would have checked that, like, okay, are there any other options that I can actually take? If I were to take this step, would there be a repercussion for what I'm about to do? Is there a better option? Is there a better move that I can actually make when I am making this move? All right. Whether you want to move the pawn, you want to move the bishop, you want to move the knight, you want to move the rook or the king or queen, whichever one it is that like you actually want to move, you need to ask yourself that like, would there be a repercussion for my move? Same also when it comes to business, ask yourself, always ask yourself that like, is there a better option for me when is there a better move I can actually make, right? Rather than making this particular move right now. If there's none, after you've checked everything, then you can then make your move. It would save you a lot of stress, to save you a lot of headache. Trust me, especially when you're in business. Number five on the list, which is my penultimate number, is plan ahead. Now, this is one of the beauty about chess, that like you make moves ahead, right? You plan at the back of your mind that like, okay, what am I going to do right now? What am I going to do next after this one? What if this person takes this particular move? Then how am I going to counter move that particular move, right? That's the mind of an average chess player. So also in your business, you have to learn to plan ahead. You need to have like your daily routine that like you write out every single day. This is what I hope to achieve, and if it doesn't go this way, this is what I'm going to do instead. You have a plan for the day, you have a plan for the week, you have a plan for the month, and then you also have a plan for the year. That's where you know that like you're making progress, and then your business is growing on the long run. Then number six, which is my final number for today, is know the value of individual peace. Now, When it comes to chess, we have the pawn. I think the pawn has 1 point. The knight and the bishop has 3 points. The rook or castle has 5 points. The queen has 9 points. And I guess everybody's literally trying to like protect the king. All right. So know the value of each person in your life when it comes to business, or whether it's your customer, whether it's your employees, whether it is anybody related to your business, even the government people that's probably like come collect tax or whatever it is, know their roles and know how you relate to them accordingly. Maximize everybody's potential, especially when it comes to your employees. Know the ones that like they're very, very weak. Know how you can make them to be as strong as you want them to be. Know the ones that like are capable enough to actually carry your business to the next level. Don't just assume that like everybody is on the same terrain. No, not everybody's on the same plane or on the same level. Know what level each person is and then treat them based on how or based on the level that they are on. All right. You really need to learn that fact. The same way we also do in chess. The pawn has limited moves. The knight and bishop have a better move. The castle or rook has like a higher move than the queen. The other quarter of them all has the maximum move also. Do the same thing in your business. Know the role of each person in your life, in your business, and then let them maximize their positions. Don't assume that like the pawn is the queen or the queen is the knight. All right. Don't shortchange someone that like actually has the maximum potential and then giving them a little role to play. Maximize everybody's potential, and you will see that like it's going to make your business to actually grow better. On this note, I have come to the end of today's episode, and as I always say at the end of every episode, that like if you love this broadcast, please make sure to share and like and tell somebody about the show. Right, we hope to help as many people as possible in their entrepreneurial journey with different topics that can actually help each and every one of us to grow. And as I always say before I round off, be the best version God has created you to be. And I would see you again, God willing, this coming weekend. Take care, guys. Bye bye.